How to juggle multiple part-time jobs while studying and not being kicked out of school. I'm here to share my journey of earning over $2,000 a month with 4 part-time jobs while being a student in Hong Kong. Using the saving, I was able to support my own living expenses and further my study in the United Kingdom. I major in English and I graduate from the University of Stirling with a GPA of 3.5 over 4, and I earn a certificate from the University of Cambridge. I will reveal the strategies that I use to land these jobs and how I manage my time. But it doesn't stop there. I will also talking about common mistakes that students often make when they're looking for part-time jobs, including why many of you might want to rethink about online opportunities. If you're ready to transform your financial situation while studying and avoid the pitfalls that can hold you back, please stick around. So, I come from Hong Kong. My parents are immigrants from mainland China. They flee to Hong Kong during the Cultural Revolution when they were young adults. At a very young age, I have already been helping out by doing a lot of freelance handicrafts at home to make money. Therefore, working part-time has been my daily life in my childhood. I am the first one in my family to ever learn to speak English. I have dreamt of studying English in the UK because I love language. The challenge is the expenses. It is just so expensive and it feels so out of reach. Scholarships are only for students who are good at all subjects. And unfortunately for me, I'm only good at language, so I wasn't qualified. But my father said if I can pay for the rent and my living expenses, he will find a way to pay for the school fees. So I took a course from the University of Stirling where the first 2 years of studies will be conducted in Hong Kong with the next 2 years in Scotland. This program will save us 2 years rent. And during these first 2 years of study in Hong Kong, I picked up 4 part-time jobs. And eventually, I saved enough money to pay for rent, food, and my plane tickets and completed my degree in English in the UK. So here's what happened. I'm going to share with you, like every one of these jobs, what I got and what I have learned from it. I will also prepare completely free of charge a document where I could help you as a student to prepare for your job interview. So job number 1, I was an English tutor. So 3 younger students came to me asking for help after I scored A in English in public exam. So getting A in English was a chance of 0.01% in Hong Kong. So basically only 1 in 1,000 students can get an A. So being a tutor made me realize that you do not really know something until you are able to teach. Teaching brings an opportunity for us to deepen what we already know, and to learn something is one thing, but to teach is totally different. I really believe that not until you are able to teach someone to do something really well, you don't actually know the thing that you're talking about. So when I become a tutor for the first time, I put a lot of effort in preparing the lessons. I didn't just go and help them with their homework, but instead, I studied the exam syllabus for their level and I designed a program for each of them. I bought different study materials that address to my students' special needs. I'm very happy that all my students were making great progress in their exams and they got a much better grade in only a few months. So when I'm preparing content for this channel, I also want to apply the same skill. How can I add value to you so that you can learn something much faster and achieve result much faster? Job number 2, Chase Manhattan Bank. In addition to tutoring, I work 3 mornings at the banks answering phone calls. One great thing about working for a big corporation is that they are very structured, which means you know exactly what you're expected to do and how to do it, and they will also evaluate your performance and give you feedback. It was my first time working for a big company. Although it was only part-time, I felt very happy and the training was very fun and things are very clear. And of course, every training, there will be an exam to make sure that you really understand everything. So I learned telephone manners, which proved to be a great asset in learning how to talk to strangers and politely answering phone calls. I also learned to provide solutions and options for our customers, always think of ways to resolve conflicts and how to handle tricky situations. Like, for example, a very angry customer. I did not notice at that time, but when I look back, I have learned life skill at this part-time job and it will help elevate my career after I graduate. And I got to talk to Tony. He called one day about certain bank charges and I waived it for him. That was before he made all these big movies and became super famous. but I still remember his voice. So job number 3, TVB, the television broadcast company in Hong Kong, is the biggest TV station. At that time, the market was not being disrupted by social media, and TVB is basically the mover and shaker of the advertising industry. So I worked there 3 evenings as part of their research team. It's a team of about 30 part-time students, and every evening we will be given a list of telephone numbers to call. The task is to ask people specific questions about 3 of TVB's popular shows. Ask them what they like and what they don't like and how they like the story to develop. This job is great because TVB will tweak the endings of these shows to increase viewership. And sometimes they prepare 2 different endings and they will broadcast the one that most people want. Listening to customer feedback and make changes to improve and defend their market shares. So this is an important lesson to learn for everyone. It does not matter what business or job, you are always providing value for people and you need to be of service to others. Job number 4 is my favorite, working for the Northwest Airlines as their ground staff at the airport. This job is super competitive. A lot of students love to work for airlines because you can get the benefit of flying around the world. I was one of the 20 students that they recruited that year. I worked 3 mornings a week at the airport to manage a check-in counter. The shifts is from 5:30 in the morning to 8:30. That means I need to get up at 4 a.m. in the morning to make sure that I will be in the office in time for the morning briefing. This job is super interesting. I learned how to use the airline's computer system to check in passengers and take care of border security issues. For example, we need to help to sort out counterfeit banknotes and also check for any kind of risk, particularly in bombs. They provide very detailed training of each steps about our job, and you must get 100% at the exam. Otherwise, you have to retake the training. And because of this job, I also visited Tokyo, Seoul, and New York for the first time. I was the only part-time student that the airline sent to Tokyo for a week full-time training. During that week, the training focused on communication skills and how to resolve conflicts and manage customers' expectations. I am very grateful for all the opportunities that my employers have been given to me. I learned so much from all these jobs in interpersonal skills to communication skills and also expose myself to a corporate environment. The most important thing from my perspective when I look back is about job ethics and disciplines. All this experience helped me to propel my experience later on when I start my career as a consultant. So this is what I did. I worked at all these jobs at the same time for around 2 years. So after 20 years in the corporate world, I see 3 common mistakes that students always make when they look for a part-time job. Mistake number 1, if you do not work part-time at all, you will start your career at a disadvantage. In economics, it's called the opportunity cost. I remember early on in my career, I was a management trainee at an IT company. One of the board members sent his daughter to be an intern during her summer holidays. She was a university student, and obviously she doesn't need the money. Her family is super rich. What impressed me most is the way that she carried herself, the level of confidence and charm and warmth. I wish I could be like her. Most of us do not come from rich families. We do not have billionaire parents to be there to guide our career. However, we can learn from other people who are a few steps ahead of us. So learn from other people's mistakes and avoid common pitfalls. And if you choose not to work, you will have nothing to show for when you're looking for a job. You will not stand out in competition because you are like one of the thousands of graduates who has no working experience. So do not be a spoiled brat. Mistake number 2, choose to do online jobs. There are lots of videos on YouTube telling people how to make thousands of dollars and doing some kind of online jobs and even to get rich quick doing online, ChatGPT, copy and pasting things like that, right? So I really do not recommend university students to do part-time job online unless you really cannot find anything else. The reason is the work experience you get online is usually not as great as the one that you get in person. When you work online, you are not exposed to workplace culture. It's like you are swimming in a really small swimming pool for children. While working in the corporate world, it's like swimming in the ocean. It's totally different. If you work physically in an office, you can build connection with people, learn from mentors effectively, handle customer interactions, problem solving real times, observing other people including office politics, which is so important. Working in person and not remotely can teach you better skills in productivity and time management. Okay, mistake number 3, have no vision or planning at all in your part-time job. Having a vision can motivate you and give you a sense of purpose. So working part-time is not about the part-time job at all. It's about the experience. Transition from study to work is a huge change and huge transformation in itself. We do not always know what we want or what we like or what we don't like at work. So having part-time job experience will give you that opportunity to try it out. Then you will know, you will have a taste of the professional world that can help you make career choices later. On the other hand, if you already knew what you like to do, then you can choose part-time job that can be like a stepping stone for your full-time job. For example, you want to work for an NGO, then you should look for volunteer or part-time opportunity working for this NGO during your summer. Get to know and connect with people there, and when there is a full-time job opportunity coming up, you will have a much better chance to compete. And remember, the world is abundant. You can always make more money. But if you lose time, it will be a lot more difficult to make up for lost time. Therefore, have a game plan and use your part-time job experience to build your career for the future. I have included some tips for students who are looking for part-time job. This is a guide to help you attend interviews. After all, when I interview for these 3 jobs with big companies, I get them all. I hope my video will be adding value to you, and thank you for watching, and I hope you find this video helpful.